coming, then why can't Martell come?
Don't put me in goddamn sick.
In my world, my goal is to have a successful housewarming party for Jaylin. I've taken plenty of grief for saying how nice of a person I think you are by definition. But when you get in your feelings and you get in your situations when you're upset, you can be not nice.
I think that's everybody.
I hear you.
Okay.
But I think you're not nicer than a lot of us.
Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sammy, and today I'm going to do a quick reaction of Love Marriage Huntsville episode 9, the scene between Kimmi, Maurice, and Martell. So on previous episode, Martell was angry at Kimmi and Maurice because Kimmi made the decision to not invite him to Jaylin housewarming party. She said that she previously promised Mel that every time she would owe something, she would not have Martell there so that Mel is not uncomfortable, since Martell and Mel have been having a lot of issues since the divorce. So they invited him at Maurice's office to talk about their grievance and what is bothering them. As you've seen in the scene, Martell come in and a discussion ensued. I agree with Kimmi. I agree with all points with Kimmi. One thing we all love about her is that she's very good at communicating her feelings. She's really good at having difficult conversation, and she knows to use the right word. She's basically explaining to Martell that because of many bad behavior that is had affected her family, and she doesn't want that to happen anymore. She's also trying to explain to him that she doesn't want to be in a situation where she has to choose between Martell and Mel. But the truth is that Martell committed adultery, and today this is the reason why he is divorced with Mel. And not only he committed adultery, but he's still fighting with Mel. He's still going back and forth with her. He does not really accept that he is the cause of the divorce. They're fighting like twin sisters. And the problem with that is that whenever Martell gets mad, he doesn't care what the repercussion of his behavior and the things that he said. We've seen it in many situations.
Don't talk to me. You listen,
but
baby.
You going on your lives and then I stepped out because you weren't taking care of me.
Okay.
And then somebody started taking care of me, and now I'm like, I like this. What I went to.
Martell.
You learn.
As you see, Martell, whenever he's mad, goes really far. Every time he is in the same place with Melody, there's a lot of drama that ensues. And it's at a point where after 4 seasons, Kimmi just doesn't want to go through that anymore. And I totally understand her. This part for me was to see Martell still not understanding what Kimmi is talking about. I feel like he's acting like he does because he wants to look good on the camera. And he knows that Kimmi usually is a fan favorite. He doesn't want to go against her. But the truth is that he doesn't really understand because of certain things that he said here.
Think like, oh, I'm coming down on you, and I didn't.
I mean, you are, but it's okay though.
Kimmi picked Melody over me when it comes to anything, really.
To me, whenever you say that, it's evidence that you still don't get it. You're still trying to go back and forth. Martell is stubborn. He is very stubborn. I've said it in a previous episode. What type of man that is the cause of his divorce hurt the feeling of his wife? He's still talking shit about her. That's a stubborn person. And people don't want to be around you. Here's the thing. Nobody is perfect. But I feel like everybody wants to be around people that grows or that are willing to grow. You can make a mistake and try to work really hard to evolve from that. The problem is that when you make the mistake and you always find reasoning on why what you did is right, and then you get into it and then people don't really trust you. And then the worst part is that he's not even in a situation where him and Mel can be put in the same space. And I feel like Mel got cheated on. It has been the hardest on Mel because she is the victim in all of this. So I put myself in Kimmi's shoes and I think that she's doing the right thing. I would have done the same. I would prioritize Mel. Martell talk about why am I put second? You are put second because you're the cause of the divorce. You cheated. You did adultery, and you're still being mean to Mel, and you're still showing yourself with Ariane. We've seen the last video of you with Ariane at the concert or that together. You don't want to change, Martell. You feel comfortable the way you do, and that's a problem. Realizing that at the end of the day, is not going to make it to the party. Kimmi's decision is set, and you cannot make her change her mind. He now talk about Melody. She needs to change her name. We learned that Melody maiden name is Rogers. Basically now, because Melody is being so successful, and now we've known her as Melody Holt, a name that she got by marriage with him and that she shares with the husband that they have in common, he feels that Melody needs to change back to a maiden name. Once again, that was unnecessary. Why are you bringing Melody name in that matter? Why do you need to always do that? That is evidence that Martell is not trying to change. He likes being in a difficult situation with Melody. He likes to fight with her. He's trying to get attention and he's being nasty. Now, because Melody don't have time for you and she's so successful, the last thing you have against her is talking about she needs to leave the last name. And nothing special about your last name, Martell. And what I wish, Melody, is that whenever she's going to drop your last name, is to take the last name of someone that's even better than you. And that's on that. It's just difficult for me to watch a grown-ass man that's very successful, that's very smart, be so stubborn. The best thing you could have done is to at least not talk about Melody, but you just cannot help it. Let me all know what you think in the comment, y'all. Another evidence that Kimmi realized that Martell is really messy is that during Jaylin's housewarming party, that's when Kimmi learned that Martell is planning a new trip to Atlanta after all the mess that the last trip to Atlanta made. The picture that Marceau posted, the picture that Martell posted, he now is planning a trip to Atlanta to promote his new wine. The coincidence, right? See, that's why Kimmi is mad at it. So now she heard about it from the wrong person, who I think was one of the Whitlow. Maurice wasn't aware about it. And then she's like, see, that's why I'm saying Martell is messy. And I agree. Totally, he's being messy. He's only telling the guys. He's only, he's making it in a way that something more is going to happen. Probably something in the line of what the previous trip to Atlanta came up with. For those of you that do not know, one time they went to a trip to Atlanta and Martell invited his mistress Ariane there, and she's the one that took a picture of them. Basically, yeah, so now he's insinuating things, he's making it look like something is going to happen. He's only inviting the guys to come and support him for his wine. Kimmi doesn't even know that. All she knows that there's a trip to Atlanta. So yeah, I agree with her. Martell is messy. Let me all know what you think in the comment. I really want to hear from you all. On this note, if you're new here, hey, and I invite you to. And for those of you that have been supporting me and watching my videos and commenting, thank you all so much for your support, and I will see you soon.